Morning, peeps. I'm back for a Friday night game week review because what a game it was, eh? That second half, it all happened, didn't it? Hill, own goal, deflected own goal. Bruno got the assist eventually. We were arguing not arguing, we were wondering in the WhatsApp chat whether it was an assist or not. I think it is. I mean, they've given it. So hopefully it stands. So not only did we get the assist for Bruno, us captainers, but those of us that don't own Hill, that was an absolutely lovely little goal, wasn't it? If we do own Hill, I don't know how many he's on. We'll have a look in a minute. But that was my only involvement in the game. Bournemouth got a penalty. I mean, I was expecting Tavernier to step up, but he didn't. It was Krupi who... normally sits on people's benches, doesn't he, Krupi? But I think this week he probably will be coming off a lot of benches. So they've chosen the right week for him to get some points, so they still own him. I missed the first half. I've been off doing the Saturday morning park run. Saturday morning here. And Mrs. Trigg did a 50th park run. It was very good. But luckily got back in time for the second half. Right, so let's have a look here. That was my only involvement. I made 2 transfers. I possibly only needed to make 1. I could have taken a gamble on Tarkowski, but I ended up getting Chow in anyway. The kind of update from Moyes wasn't sufficiently clear for me to take a risk. He was talking about him being in and around the squad. So I suspect he will play. But the fixture wasn't great anyway. I weighed up the possibility somebody else might not have started my team. And it's good to have a bit of bench cover. In a few weeks' time I might regret it, not having that extra transfer. But I think it does improve my team slightly this week. Although if Tarkowski plays, I mean, he could do well against Chelsea, couldn't he? Especially with Chalobah out, he could get a bullet header. But I'm hoping Chow gets one of those. And my other transfer was Rice to Gordon. 2 very popular transfers I made. And I think Nightmare has Captain Gordon this week, so that's going to be a blank. But at least I've got him in. So we'll go and have a look at some leagues, see what everyone else has been up to. I don't think we can go and look at the Content Creator League because I don't think it's up. It's always very annoying on the first day of a game week. I'll just refresh it. Favourite managers. It's never normally working. It's infuriating. It's absolutely infuriating. I think he cuts down on these sort of things to improve the speed for people looking at the live rank. So we can't look at that. So what we're going to have to do instead, we're going to go and have a look at a few teams in Nightmares League. So this is all on FPL Team's website. You can go and have a look at particular leagues. We've got FPL. Andy is leading it at the moment, the league. I'll just check with you to see if you can see the teams. I might move it over slightly. There you go. I'll have to not scroll too high so that you can still see the team names. So Andy's top. Andy's got... Well, Celeste is on 1. I thought he might have been on -1. So why is he on 1? Has he got DEFCONs? I thought he was only on about 7 DEFCONs. So he's on 1. Bruno's on 26 and Bumo's on 2. Let's go back a sec. Have a look at these. He's on 7 DEFCONs. So why is he on 1 point? He's a defender, so he should have 2 points, -1 for... Oh, we haven't given it as an own goal. Was that not an own goal? Was it not Hill? Was it Senesi? No, we haven't given anyone an own goal. Oh, that's weird. I thought it was an own goal. Shows how much I know, peeps. Right, so that's strange, isn't it? So we'll go back and have a look at the leagues. You can let me know what you think about that. And also, I think Man United should have had another penalty. That first goal Bournemouth scored shouldn't have even counted. Because that looked a dead set penalty when they pulled Yolo over. I mean, he used both arms to do it. I'm a bit disappointed there. I thought Hill had an own goal. So, I'm quite pleased that I only had Bruno in this match because, that's a Senesi fail, a Bumo fail, yet another one for Andy. So I'll go and see who else we've got here. Fran doing very well. 7,000 in the world. He's got Maguire, look, 0. I was thinking, when Maguire got sent off, I was thinking, no one's got Maguire. Do you know what I mean? I thought Maguire scored a goal. I don't seem to know very much, do I, about what's been going on. But Maguire on 0. Bruno on 13. He's not going to worry about the sending off because he'll probably be wildcarding next week. There's my team. I'm in 6th in this league on 26 points. Marcelo's got 31, so how's he got 31? Croupy, 5-pointer from Mr. Croupy. So even though he got a goal there from a penalty, he only got like 5 points. Like when Bruno gets a goal from a penalty, it's like 8 points, isn't it? A 9 or whatever. But 5 for Croupy's not bad. Another one who would have only been playing Croupy because he didn't have anyone else to play, basically. Harry, 28. What's Harry been up to? 2 for Bumo. So, yeah, I don't know if Bruno did lose that assist, whether it would affect his bonus points as well. What's Trout been up to here? He's taken a hit. So Trout took a hit, presumably so he could get 11 out. But there are going to be a lot of hits this week, aren't there? He got Chow and Gordon in, which is what I like to see. Same ones I made. He took a hit, though, to get one in. Shane's taken a hit from FPL veteran. Not sure who he brought in on his. He's got he took a hit, so he didn't have to play Croupy, peeps. So there might be a few of those. Who else can we look at here? Mark Sevens is on 12. Oh, it is -1. Look, I knew it. It's changed. They've just changed it. So Hill's been awarded. If that's the right word for it, he's been awarded an own goal. Excellent news. Absolutely excellent, peeps. So he hasn't did he, Captain? Captain Wilson. So there's a few Wilson captainers about. We're probably right now regretting it, I suspect. Kanji, what's Kanji been up to? Captain Bruno, and that's it. Anyone on 26, we'll just assume they've just got Bruno. Alf took a hit, 13. Pickle on 28. So we don't even need to look at these really, do we? Because we know who their points are. Let's have a look at Praz. So he's got Hill, Bumo, Fernandez. I mean, this is a pretty poor return, isn't it, outside of Bruno? You've got 2 players, you've got 1 point out of 2 players. So for those of us that have only played Bruno this week, we're sitting pretty, peeps. So we'll have a look at Roberto, Ryan and Hill. FPL Nightmare Singers, we're looking at his league. We better have a look at what he's done this week. I know he's captain Gordon. He's captain Gordon. And he's got Hill. So, won't be happy. He'll be in that shed tonight, peeps. He'll be in that shed. So look out for that. I'll try and persuade him to get in the shed and do a video. As is on 13, he's taken a hit to get 11 out. And he's just got Bruno, but he hasn't captained him. He's captain Wilson. So a lot of pressure going on those Wilson captainers now. I'll just try and find D-Unit. Where's he? Where's D-Unit? Here he is. D-Unit's on 15. Hasn't captained Bruno. He's captained Wilson as well. So there's quite a few of these people captaining Wilson. Now, there's a big decision to make, peeps, today. So it's a big decision today. And that is whether to press the button tonight on the wild card. So what I've done, I've gone and I've looked at FPL team and the price changes for tonight, and they don't actually affect any of my players anyway. So I think it's a simple decision for me not to press the button tonight, because there's nobody really what I need to worry about. You know, I'm unlikely to want any of these players, I think, on a wild card. I've already got Ekatike, so it doesn't look like I want any of them. And none of the players I actually own are falling in price tonight. I don't even know who the closest one would be, really. If you own O'Reilly, he might drop in a day or two. None of mine look anywhere near close to falling in price. So I think I'm just going to wait until after the FA Cup games, because after today or tomorrow, there's going to be hardly any transfers made. So there's going to be days and days of no price changes. So it doesn't really seem necessary to press the button until we find out what's actually happening, because you're not going to gain from it. For one thing, I don't even know who I want anyway, or who I want to get rid of. So it would be silly to start taking people out now and possibly losing money on them. You know, this is my team for next week. I haven't even looked at it really. Like, if I don't wildcard, you know what I mean? Like, if I don't wildcard, I don't want to play Anderson, do I? So I want to play Gabriel, Dubravka, rather than Sanchez. I mean, I don't even need to wildcard, really. I mean, this is like a fine team for this week. Nothing wrong with that team. But the problem is, if I don't wildcard, it makes it a lot harder to play a decent bench boost in game week 33. And that is the main reason to wildcard this week, because, like I said, if I don't do it, then it's going to make, you know, game week 33 is a double game week, and I'm probably not going to have very many doublers. I'm not going to better play a good bench boost. So the only way to do that is to play the wild card this week. For me personally, I don't have enough transfers. If I had 5 free transfers, like a few people do, then maybe I wouldn't wild card. Maybe I'd just use the transfers to get a similar team that I'd wild card into. But with only 2 transfers, I feel like I'd just be muddling along if I don't wild card. So wild card's got to happen, I think, got to be decisive, play the wild card, and maximise double game week players and the bench boost, get it out of the way. And that is about it, peeps. So I'll have one final try on the favourite manager front, which it probably won't work. There you go. Look, it's in high demand, peeps, today. Or we could have a look at Reddit, I suppose. We're going to have a look at Reddit, see what they're all moaning about. They're probably moaning about the Bruno assist. So Bruno awarded the assist for the second goal. Shall we see what they're saying about it? I might have to move it back, mightn't I? Can you still see me all right? There you go. Let's have a look. Not much to, not many comments there about it of interest, really. Haaland's no longer the most owned player in FPL. João Pedro, Haaland, and Bruno, Semenyo, Virgil, and Thiago. So still 46% owning Semenyo. I mean, honestly, Bumo has been awful. Absolutely awful for people. And they've held him. You know, people have held Bumo now for like 4 or 5 weeks. And they've had nothing, absolutely nothing. He only played 70 minutes. Cario's going for an operation after this game. Probably, it's a 3-week break. I mean, it's only a hernia. So he could be back probably pretty quick. I don't know why they're going about the early kickoff. Like, it's not the early kickoff, is it? It's like, 8 o'clock at night. You know what I mean? It's not like a lunchtime 12 o'clock kickoff, is it? It's different. Just because it's on a different day doesn't mean it's an early kickoff. Because there's a lot of difference between playing at lunchtime and playing in the evening. I'm used to playing in the evening. Most captain, this is pretty much in line with the polls. Bruno 71%, Harry Wilson 13%, and Gordon 2%. Good thing is they own all of these, and the one I captained did really well. So it's looking good. That own goal at Hill. I mean, people have been very, very lucky with Hill, I think, the last 3 weeks. They can't complain overall because the amount of jammy clean sheets that Bournemouth have been keeping lately. So, take it on the chin and just console yourselves with a thought that you've done pretty well out of Hill in the last 3 or 4 weeks. Let's have a look at the rules. Oh, this is good. Own goals. A player who has the final touch before an own goal is awarded an assist. The final touch can be a pass, an inadvertent touch, or a shot. If an own goal is scored following a deflected pass, which is what happened, an assist is awarded. Hang on. No assist will be awarded if the pass receives 2 or more defensive touches. Well, it did, didn't it? Or if a defensive touch is a pass. Well, it definitely hit Senesi and then went to Hill. It wasn't a pass to Hill, but it went to him. So it did come off 2 Bournemouth players, didn't it? So should that be taken away? It did though, didn't it? Didn't it come off Senesi onto Hill? Between the assist and the own goal, There is one defensive touch. Yeah, that's right. No assist will be awarded if the pass receives 2 or more defensive touches. I mean, surely an own goal counts as a touch. I don't know, peeps. A strange one. But to my mind, I'd say it wasn't an assist if you take that second paragraph. Or am I reading it wrong? I'm sure you'll all tell me. All you Bruno will be telling me it was a great goal assist. I mean, I own him, but that's a weird one. Was Senesi's deflection even a header, even an assist? I mean, deflection. Oh, I don't know. Don't know what I'm on about. I've gone. I reckon Salah, I don't reckon there's much wrong with him. I reckon he just didn't want to go to Egypt. You know, given all the trouble in that region at the moment, I reckon he just didn't want to go to Egypt. So he comes off and misses out on going to Egypt. Here we go, look, official statement. After review, his deflected pass led to the own goal from James. There was no touch from Maguire. Well, we know there's no touch from Maguire. But there were still 2 defenders who touched it, though, weren't there? Scout picks didn't have any Bournemouth players, so they've done well. They didn't have Bumo either, so had Hill on the bench. Tarkowski, I mean, he probably will play, I suspect. But just because they're in the squad doesn't mean they're going to play, does it? Some people were saying it was a disciplinary matter. Anyway, that's about it, peeps. Oh, Alisson's out as well, by the way. Tomorrow for Liverpool. I wouldn't be surprised if Brighton beat them. And that is about it. So I'm not pressing the button tonight. Looking forward to the rest of the game week. I mean, the rest of the game week's a lot more enjoyable when you know your captain's delivered. So, you know, it's better than having a really horrible start to the game week, isn't it? So anyway, peeps, you know, take care. I'll be back tomorrow probably. And probably the next day as well. And I'll see you all later anyway. So take care and enjoy the rest of your game week and your weekend. So cheers and out then, peeps.